Welcome, family, friends, ladies, and gentlemen, to your 2019-2020 Truman Patriots basketball. My name is Aaron Renshaw, and I'm here with my guest.
I am Garrett Gordon, and this should be a very tight contest. Two very athletic teams is what it looks like from what we saw in warm-ups.
Correct. It looks like both teams were at least attempting some of the more trickier dunks, as you might say, without this one so far.
We had like a little impromptu dunk contest.
Yeah, it was insane. All right, and here we are at the tip. And it looks like Lee Summit has got the ball, walking up the court. And a pass up the middle. Passed out to the wing. Passed inside to number 33. Up with the ball. And it does not quite go in. Rebound on Lee Summit. Out of bounds. Patriots ball.
Good defensive possession right there to start things off. You always want to start with some D.
Exactly. And Cameron Richards up with the ball. Cameron driving to the left. Came in with a shot. And right off the back iron, just close. Lee Summit in return. Driving inside, nowhere to go. At top, fake pump. And ball stolen. Cayman Lennox up top. Pass off to Cameron, and almost, and that's a foul. And when you look at that, listen to that crowd, Gordon. I mean, that's such a, the Truman crowd is insane, especially on home games. We're just so lively all the time.
Got to cash in at the line, though, there. Misses that first free throw. You would have hoped they could have finished their contract there. It was a really good setup, just a little tough finishing there in the lane.
Exactly. And that's something that's a very underrated part of Cameron's game, is he's very good at driving through that contact. Lee Summit in return with the ball. Picked up by Cameron at half court. Nowhere to go. Driving in, now coming back out, finding options. Top of the key. Shot. And it goes off the back iron. Sam Billimon driving up the court with the ball. Passed off to Cameron. Kicked out to Maceo. Inside into the low post. Back out top to Cayman. Cayman with a nice spin move and just can't commit. And that looks like the second foul on number 11. He's getting quite frustrated by now.
That's the guy you want to get in foul trouble, too. He looked really, really like a tough matchup in the warm-ups. To get him in foul trouble early would be big.
All right. Cameron with the ball. Looking for options out to Cayman. Cayman driving to the top. Looking for options. No one around. Passed off to Cameron. Cameron driving into the lane. Passed out to the wing to Maceo. Maceo driving in. Passes to Jaleel. Jaleel in the post. And that's a first bucket by the Patriots.
Only took about 2 minutes, but we finally got our first field goal of the game.
All right. Lee Summit on the wing. In the corner. Pass up to the top again. Number 2 at the top. Pass off to number 21. It's a 3. And it goes off. Oh, back in the rebound. Number 11. And there we go. And that's exactly what we were looking for. You got sort of an athleticism, athletic game. Cameron at the top. The handoff unsuccessful from Jaleel to Cayman. Number 1 driving in, pass off to 21, and that's a travel on number 1, Layden Willis.
We saw in the girls' game before this, these refs are whistle happy, so wouldn't be shocked if we have a lot of whistles in this one.
Yes, it looks like there's going to be a lot of stoppage. Cameron bringing across half court. Pass off to Cayman at the wing. Pass to Maceo down low, and that was a wonderful, beautiful backdoor cut by Maceo.
It's that Princeton offense there, running those backdoor cuts.
Exactly. Unstoppable if used right. Number 11 driving in, and again, it's number 11, Felix and Nudike. Sorry if I butcher that name. Cameron driving in. Nowhere to go. Drives back out. And a pass to the corner with Maceo. Shot up. And in and out.
That's that part of the game for Maceo that would really help him out. If he starts hitting that corner three, he's really tough to defend.
Exactly. And Maceo is always going to be a tough defender. He's very athletic, but he also has that really good height advantage at his position. Cameron on the inbounds. Passing it out to Kamen. Kamen walking it around the three-point arch. Driving in. Drives in and finishes with a very athletic finish right there.
A lot of athleticism on display right there.
And the ball is out on the Patriots. Inbounds by Alex Benassi. Handed off to Layden Willis. Driving on top, driving in, nowhere to go, stops. And that was off Maceo's foot, and it's Cameron Robbins with the drive. And that's going to be out of bounds off of number 2, Alex Benassi.
Got a little lucky there. It's kind of a wild pass, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right?
Exactly, and they're and you can see right there trying to get to Kamen, who promised to show off a little bit in this game with some of the more athletic dunks. Sam Billamon passing it to Maceo on the wing. Maceo driving in, passing out to Jaleel. Jaleel takes the three from the corner, and it's off the front iron.
Surprised to see him miss that. Underrated part about his game. He's got a really smooth stroke from out there.
True. Drived in by Alex Benassi. Shot from number 21. Amari Campus off. Maceo driving to the hole. And that's swatted away. Oh, looks like there is a foul on number 2. And the fans are not happy about that foul.
Lee Summit fans, a little bit upset.
Just a little bit.
Just a touch.
And that's one of those things that just Truman's going to be really good at. They're really good at drawing those fouls. It's like playing an entire team against James Harden.
Yeah, you take it to the rim, you get rewarded.
We apologize if you hear any profane language from the crowd at any point tonight. The ball being driven to half court. Very fast pace. Crossover. Passes this out to the wing. Kamen covering. Driving to the lane. Passed out to number 1. Down low. And Kamen has the ball. Maceo running up the court. And Maceo finishing that off. Looked like he wanted a dunk there almost.
Didn't quite have his steps right.
He looked like he was trying to definitely go up with a little more flashy of a finish there, but he couldn't quite get to it. Lucky to get what he did.
Yeah, he was trying a little bit too hard, a little bit too ahead of himself going up for it. Going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
And welcome back, Patriots. And Lee Summit on the inbounds. Inbounded to number 1. Number 1 to the top. Top of the three-point line. Passed out to the wing. Passed back up top to number 45. Passed out to the corner once again to number 1. Driving inside. Passed off, dumped off to number 33. And that is a great finish by number 33, Max Windsor. And looks like the steal leading to a three-point attempt, which is off the side. Corralled by Carter Brown, number 1. Passed off. We got Caleb Allen driving into the lane. And that's a great finish. A lot of athleticism from Caleb Allen.
That was a nice move, exploding to the hole.
And Caleb is an extremely fast offender. Oh. Almost stolen by Caleb Allen. He's playing hard this game.
He looks up for it right now in the passing lanes, attacking on offense. It's what you want to see from your 6th man.
Exactly. And Some call him the Spencer Dinwiddie of Truman High School. Great double team. Trapped in the corner. Pass to number 33. Good block. Caleb Allen going to the floor. Max down to the floor. Truman ball. And that was some great hustle by the Truman Patriots right there.
You know, going to the bench really seems to spark them there. Really smart from Briggs to make the call, realize what his team needed was a little bit of energy. It seems like the bench squad comes in and gives them that.
Exactly, and that's one thing Truman has always been really good at. We have an extremely deep team. Now, we do have a lot of seniors, which is going to be hurting us in the future, but right now we're just on point.
I mean, anytime you can get someone diving for the ball, jumping in the passing lanes, at least someone already looks like a team kind of on edge when they're running offense, you start making them a little bit more disrupted, it could spell a nice run here for Truman.
And looks like Rooney with the ball, passing inbounds. Cayman Lennox with the ball. Hard defense of the Truman side of the court. And a foul on number 1. A reach-in foul.
Pretty clear foul there.
Very clear. He shoved him from behind. And that looks like the second Lee Summit Tiger who's suffering from foul trouble at this point.
Getting a little too aggressive, trying to create turnovers.
Cayman walking the ball up, though heavily guarded so far. Rooney in the corner, not quite seen. Caleb Allen from the corner shot, and that's a corner 3 by Caleb Allen. That right there is exactly what you want Caleb Allen to be doing. Play hard defense and make those corner threes. Make those spot up, passed out. And a foul on Carter Brown. It looks like this game's getting to be kind of chippy so far.
Well, if you're Lee Summit, you're looking at it, you're already down 10. Rough first quarter.
Very rough. Caleb Allen guarding number 13. Pass to number 10. Drive into the lane. And a traveling call by number 10. That's going to be on Damian Wilson. Pass to Cayman Lennox, driving up the court, driving across half court, just walking right now. Pass down low to Rooney. Passed off to him again. Rooney with the corner 3. And that rattles off the front of the iron. Number 21 in the wing. 3 is up, and it's in and out. Number 45 with the board, and the foul on... Looks like that's going to be on Max Black on that foul. Which, that's just what you're going to have to deal with such a big competitor. The corner, number 13, corner 3. That's all. It's a little bit too much. Rooney driving the ball across half court. Very aggressive drive, driving in the lane. Pass to Caleb Allen. Pass back to Rooney. Rooney passing it to Max in the corner. It's Cayman in the key. Max with the 3. And that's another 3 by your Truman Patriots right there. Max Black with that 3 right there. And that was just a great 3.
That's the difference in the game. Truman's hitting 3s. Lee Summit isn't.
And Max Black with a tip. He almost stole that. Caleb Allen guarding closely on number 13. Pass to number 10. Pass to 21 in the corner. 21 passing it back up to number 13. Driving into the lane. And attempting the shot. And that's no shot. That's going to be a foul on the ground on Caleb Allen.
Well, it does look like Lee Summit is understanding that they can't make the outside shot right now. They're trying to take it to the rim, but there's kind of like a lid on the bucket for them so far this quarter.
Exactly. Their shots just are not falling. And number 13 on the wing. Dribbling to the top of the 3. 21 on the wing. Pass to 45 inside. Pass to 10 on the corner. Number 13 on the corner. Pass to 21 in the key. And that's going to be a foul on... It's going to be on Rooney Hernandez right now. And again, it's just this isn't an athletic team we're facing right now, and they're going to be driving the lane a lot.
I think if Rooney keeps his feet there and doesn't go in the air, he's vertical and he gets the stop, but he went in the air and gets the foul. A tough call, but you're not going to hold a team to not score every time down the court.
Exactly. As much as we would like to. I think keeping them to under 10 points in the first quarter will probably suffice for us. And the rebound by Lee Summit. The three from Lee Summit, and that's a three. I eat my words. They're at 10 points.
That's a 4-point turnaround right there.
That was a good turn of events for Lee Summit. Kamen just walking the ball up the key right now. Starting to do a little bit of a drive. It looks like he's trying to burn down the clock a bit.
Playing for the last possession of the quarter.
Hard defense by number 21 on Lee Summit. Kamen with a floater. And Caleb Allen, there's a drive, and that's a block, and that's going to be a no shot. Lee Summit not happy about these calls so far.
Well, I don't think he got the shot off, but I also think it was a clean block. If you take a look at the replay, Lee Summit guy put a little body into him, but Black was able to get most of the ball. Even if the Lee Summits fans disagree, good call on their part.
That is a good call.
And I don't even think they got the shot off in time.
I don't disagree with you. I think right now that Lee Summit's just frustrated with their own performance, and their fans are going to be taking it out on the ref on any call.
19-10 after one quarter. We'll join you here back again in a moment.
All right, and welcome back. And it is the second quarter of basketball here with the Truman Patriots. Cameron Robbins with the ball. Not really able to pass it. Number 5, Sam Billimon with the ball. Now pass to Maceo. Maceo passing it off. And no, he's going to hold on to it. He's passing it off to Jaleel Phillips, number 34. Jaleel passing to Cameron. Cameron passing back out to Maceo. Jaleel with a nice screen, but it looks like
these refs and their whistles, they love them.
I mean, I guess so. They're trying to blow them on both sides at this point. And number 32, passing it to 13. 13 on the wing. 13 passing it to the top of the key with 45. Pass to number 32, but that pass just slipped right through his fingers.
That's been the bugaboo with Lee Summit so far, just the turnovers. They seem to be a little bit rushed on the offensive end.
Exactly. Now we have Cayman Lennox checked in for the Patriots. We have Cameron driving in. Pass off to Jaleel. Handed to Maceo. Maceo driving in. Doesn't quite get there. Gets passes up to Sam. Sam corner 3, and that rattles in and out. Number 10 with the ball. Passes 13. 13 bringing it up the court. 13 passes 10. 10 not anywhere to go. Passes back to 33. 33 to number 13 in the corner. And that's going to be rattling off the glass and rim. Cayman Lennox driving up the court. Drives across half court. Drives in. Nowhere to go. Passes out to Maceo. Maceo with attempted 3. Doesn't quite do it. And a great drive to the basket and just does not quite finish there.
Seems like both teams struggling to finish at the moment.
Number 13 with the ball. Passes off to number 10. Number 10 passing 45. Cayman Lennox attempting to get the block. And 45. That's going to be number 45, Bud Crawford with the score there.
Crawford is a handful in the middle.
Cayman Lennox with a great athletic finish right there. Just a real quick turnaround, wasting no time from the shot clock there. Number 13, driving across half court, guarded by Sam Billimon. Pass to number 10, pass to 33 in the bottom of the key. And that's going to be a charge grab by Maceo. And that is exactly what we love to see from Maceo Moanu. That's exactly the type of part of his game that is extremely underrated, is his ability to take those charges.
Well, he's in the game for his defense as well as his offense, and that's what you want to see from him. Cayman
Lennox passing into Jaleel Phillips in the paint. Jaleel with a great post move, and it just rattles in and out. He can't quite finish there once again.
Tough break for Jaleel. It was a really good move.
It really was. And Maceo with a great defense. And looks like a push by number 11, Cameron Robbins.
They're just out of control whenever the ball's loose, and that's why they're picking up so many fouls. They've already got 7 fouls with still 5:47 to go in the second quarter.
Exactly. I mean, it's just... And these Lee Summit fans are just not happy about this right now.
You know what to say. Fan is short for fanatic.
Correct. Number 13, crossing half court, guarded by Sam Bellamon. Dribbles to the right, nowhere to go. Dribbling to the right just a little bit more. At the wing. Pass to number 33 at the top of the 3. Pass to number 32 in the wing. And stolen by Jaleel Phillips once again. And Cayman Lennox driving to the court, driving into the paint. And an athletic finish by Cayman Lennox. Once again, that was a left-handed finish, folks.
Coast to coast.
Number 13, once again picked up by Sam Bellamon. Number 33, screen. Jaleel Phillips trying to stay with him. Sam Bellamon back on number 13. Pass to 33 at the top of 3. Nowhere to go. And that's a foul on Cameron Robbins right there.
Shocking. Another whistle. 13 fouls already total in this game. There's still 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. On pace for well over 30 fouls.
And that's just one of those. It's just one of those games. You gotta understand how the refs are going to be calling, and these refs do not like to see contact. And a steal by Maceo Muanu, and a steal back, and an obvious tripping foul right there. And a foul by Sam Bellamon.
Sam a little bit aggressive there, trying to get the charge. Almost kind of need to know the situation with the way they're calling fouls.
Exactly, and for the first time. They missed a foul for once, missing that obvious tripping foul where Maceo was quite obviously tripped. And for as upset as the Lee Summit fans are, it seems like they might not quite be noticing that the teams are even on fouls at this point.
7-7, 14 total fouls so far in the game. It's just a lot of whistles. A lot of whistles. Bellamon, a little bit of motion there on the line. They're going to get another shot at this.
And that's a lane violation. Carter Brown in for Sam Bellamon. And CB1, as we like to call him, had a rough year with that lacerated kidney on the football team, looking to redeem himself a bit on the varsity basketball team.
You got to feel for the kid. A lot of heart he's shown. 2 straight years having to battle back from some really major injuries. And the refs seem to be completely confused yet again.
Along with the teams, not quite understanding that they called a lane violation on Maceo. Number 10 with the foul shot. Maceo inbounds to Cameron. Cameron passing up to Carter Brown. Carter Brown overthrowing what was supposed to be a pass to Cayman.
A little miscommunication. I think that's just a little rust, right? Carter's kind of working his way back in. A little miscommunication. Sometimes that happens.
And Carter is being taken out for Sam once again. And the foul called on holding on Sam Bellamon, which is insane because, I mean, the other man was trying to fight over him. I mean, what are you supposed to do there? Just let the man bully you over? Or?
We said at the beginning of the game, right? We watched this crew earlier. They like to blow the whistle. And that's what we're seeing, right? It's playing out. 15 fouls already, barely under 5 minutes, still remaining in the second quarter.
This is just one of those games that it's hard to understand how it's gotten this out of control so far.
It's a free throw shooting contest at this point.
It really is, and it might come down to who has the most concentration at the free throw line. And foul shot, and that's 2 for 2 from the line. Looks like the Lee Summit Tigers are shooting pretty decently from free throw right now. Ooh, and a faked pass by Jaleel, handed to Maceo. Maceo at the top of the three-point line, driving in, nowhere to go, passes off to Caleb Allen. Caleb Allen with the shot, and the corner shot, ooh. 32 passing to 21. 21 from the wing. Top of the three. Handing to number 11 inside. And that's going to be a foul on Jaleel Phillips.
That's a tough block call there. Looks a little bit, could have went either way.
It looks like Jaleel might have just moved that foot just enough to be
a little bit of motion
to not quite
there.
get the charge, and everybody in fouling trouble at this point.
I don't think there's anyone on either team that's not going to be in foul trouble by the end of this game.
Honestly, it looks like very little. And insanely enough, it looks like Lee Summit is almost perfect from the charity stripe to this point, only missing a few of their shots. And there's a pushing foul. And the ref's not quite sure to do with the cords being hit by the foul shot there. Not sure whether or not to count that. It looks like they're... And number 33 pushed.
I think there was a foul on the block.
Oh, 32. My bad. The referee does not quite understand the numbers on their backs.
This has been an interesting game. I don't think I've ever seen a foul leading to yet another foul. Like, we went from free throw to free throw.
Exactly. This is
no
just
plays in between.
It's
not
like
an exaggeration, right? Free throw shooting contest.
Exactly. This is literally just playing B's and G's in team sports at this point. And Rooney Hernandez with his second shot from the charity stripe. And that's in. Max Black in once again for Maceo Muanu. Number 32 back to number 21. 21 driving up the court. Crossing half-court line. Picked up by Cayman Lennox. Number 32, guarded close up by Caleb Allen. Max Black on 45. And 45 overpassing it. And frustration once again from the Lee Summit team, not quite understanding what the play is supposed to be. Cayman Lennox
turnovers. That's been their problem.
Exactly. Cayman Lennox crossing half-court. Handed out to Max Black at the top. And nearly a steal, not quite. Back to Max Black. Max Black from the corner three. And that's going to be off. And that's going to be a foul from a referee who's not even close. He cannot even see what he's looking at. He should not be making that call from the half-court line.
Both teams right now have to keep their heads. You can see there's frustration. They're both teams trying to figure out what's getting called, what isn't getting called. This is critical where both teams need to keep their heads, keep their composure.
And it looks like we might wind up with the way these referees are blowing their whistles. There very well could be some technicals called in this game.
Well, both coaching staffs have been working the refs. Right now we can see Briggs over here having a word with the referees.
Along with Cameron Robbins, which is not a smart idea from Cameron. That's just going to get you harder fouls called later. Number 10 on the line. Free throw is up. And that's in. He goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Cayman Lennox driving across half court. Nowhere to go so far. Dribbling out the clock. From the free throw line. And that is a free throw line jumper, almost Kobe-esque from Cayman Lennox. Cayman blocking to the right. Number 32 picked up by Caleb Allen. 11 at the top. 21 covered by Cayman Lennox, driving in the lane. And that's going to be a shot by number 21. And that's going to be Amari Kemp once again. Cayman Lennox tripping, passing it out to Max Black. Pass Caleb Allen in the corner. Corner three is up and miss. Over the back on Rooney Hernandez. And that is the 18th foul called in this, 19th foul called in this game. My bad.
That one was pretty clear over the back, though.
And it's going to be number 10, Damian Wilson at the free throw line. Shot is up. Shot is good. How many free throws do you think we've shot so far in this game?
Well, this is where you wish you had the stats right in front of you. With 19 foul calls so far, and we've had at least, I mean, we're looking at easily 15 to 20.
And 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Cayman Lennox driving across half court. Handed off to Carter Brown, CB1 at the top of the key. Driving in. And that's an and one by Carter Brown. Finishing with that left hand. He's a natural righty, folks.
Looks like he's healthy.
Looks like he might be. So he does have tape on that knee, so we might want to watch him off that left knee right now. Want to make sure that that's staying healthy and that's not going to be re-injured.
That explosion, though, on that drive, that looked like the Carter Brown we're used to seeing.
Exactly. Carter Brown missing his one free throw shot. 32, crossing half court. Picked up by Caleb Allen. Top of the three, faking a drive in. 32 driving in, almost stolen by Caleb Allen. And that's going to be off Caleb Allen. And that's a great attempt to try to keep that ball in.
Good hustle always pays dividends.
And Caleb Allen passed in number 11. That's going to be out on number...
It looks like they're saying it was off of Maceo.
Yes, yes, looks like it's going to be off Maceo. Number 13 passing it in. Pass up number 21. 21, the shot right over Cayman. And, oh, that's not what you would have seen. That was a
waiting
splash.
for that to go in. He looks like he has a pretty good jumper. It's just been off.
Exactly. Cayman once again driving across the half-court line. Pass Max Black. Driving to the top. Nowhere to go. Stop. Pass Cayman Lennox in the post. Cayman passing out to number back 35. Max Black with a three. Not quite going in. And Maceo attempting to fight for the ball. And a foul called once again.
And that is what we're seeing, right? They have to stop reaching in, trying to get those extra swipes. And these refs aren't going to give it to you tonight.
Exactly. I mean, there's a time and a place for a chippy game, and this is extremely close, but I don't quite know if that's exactly what we want to be doing right now. Now, if I'm thinking about this correctly, I think a majority of Lee Summit's points so far have been from
the free
fouls.
throw line. Yeah.
I mean, I think they're, 2 or 3 from field goal range right now?
They haven't made many field goals this half, but what they've done is shoot well from the line. To their credit, taking advantage of going to that charity stripe. Of course, the announcer jinxed there.
Now, Cayman Lennox crossing half court, handed to Max Black. Max Black faking the pass, handed back to Cayman Lennox on the wing. Cayman Lennox driving in from the wing, and a pull-up jumper, and that's going to go in for Cayman Lennox. Now, that was, once again, Cayman is just explosive and just stopping on a dime to pull up. Number 10 from the corner. Nowhere to go. Driving to the top of the three-point line. Handed number 21. He had a 3 earlier in the game. Maceo fighting for the ball. Not quite there. Number 10 with the ball. Passing number 11 in the post. Driving in, and it's going to be... picked up by Carter Brown after a little bit of a scuffle. Around the back, great move, handed to Cayman Lennox. Cayman driving into the lane, handed to Carter Brown, and a hard foul, but not called. Number 21 driving. Number 10 with the three-point shot, not going in. Caleb Allen driving it across the half-court line, stopped, handed back to Cayman Lennox. Cayman crossing half-court. Cayman driving right, pull up 3, not quite there, and that was a bit of a heat check moment right there. 32 driving across half court, dribbling slowly. Guarded by Carter Brown, or Caleb Allen, my bad. Carter Brown on number 10. Maceo Milano with a, and that's going to be a foul on number 11. On Lee Summit, and
they're lucky this isn't the NBA. That's a clear path violation in the NBA, which would have been a technical foul.
And I mean, that's a dangerous move right there by number 11. I mean, he has to be really careful because I mean, you cut off that whole path, and he's not going to be able to move anywhere, and you could wind up injuring some guy.
The interesting thing has been kind of the inconsistency with the calls so far. It seems like some of them are just very touch, and then we have complete no calls right in the paint. Exactly, and that let's go back a few minutes to that Carter Brown foul. I mean,
that was just blatantly obvious. I mean, he borderline hit him, not even really a shove on the way down. It looks like both teams are getting very frustrated at this point. And Macio's going to be 1 for 2 from the line. Number 13 dribbling. Picked up by Maceo at half court. Battling it out on the Truman tee. Driving in the lane is number 13. Still driving. Not quite anywhere to go. Pulling back out. Number 10 with the ball. Driving in the lane. Passed off to number 45. Number 45 fouled by Cayman Lennox. And now that one was a pretty obvious foul. I mean, he pretty much grabbed his arm. But, I mean, once again, it's just you got to be aware of your hands and your feet.
Well, I think that was kind of the no easy buckets foul, right? Try to make them earn it from the charity stripe instead of get the layup.
Exactly. And, I mean, at this point, why not? I mean, they already have 20 fouls on the board.
And I think there's well over 20. They stopped adding to Truman's a while ago.
And that's going to be in and out. That's going to be 0 for 2 from free throw. Cayman Lennox. And Cayman is frustrated, but he's also been quietly going off in this game so far. Double team on Cayman Lennox. Cayman driving to the left, driving in, try to hand it off, and it gets stolen by number 10. Number 13 driving up the lane at the three-point line, hands out to number 32. 32 passes, and that's going to be a foul on Carter Brown. CB1 picking up another one.
Can't fault them for trying to take the charge. Just had a little bit of movement there, a little shuffle of the feet.
Exactly. You got to make sure you keep those feet planted. And who knows how many fouls we're at this point. And it looks like the crowd may have gotten in his head on that one. The Truman fans section once again coming out and showing up for their team. And there they are again, the Truman crowd. And not facing him this time, only going 1 for 2 from the stripe that time. Maceo pulling up, 2 seconds to go, pull up from half court, and that's going to be off the backboard, no shot. And we'll be back to you. Truman Patriots 32, Lee Summit Tigers going to be 26 right now. We'll be back to you in just a moment. And welcome back, folks, to the live broadcast of Truman Patriots versus Lee Summit Tigers. And we have Cayman Lennox crossing half court. And a whistle blown.
This is shocking. A whistle to start the half.
And after a half where you had 24 fouls between the two teams, 14 on the Patriots alone, it's not surprising at all.
They're not slowing down with the whistles.
They really aren't. And not quite sure. Briggs is unsure what is going on. It looks like there's not an understanding of who has the ball. And another referee is limping over to help out. Almost like how the fans feel.
Confusion over who starts the half with the ball.
Lee Summit won the tip. Truman has ball. I have video evidence to prove so. And wait a second.
You know, I've never seen them not know who starts the second half.
And get it this incredibly wrong. Lee Summit, for some reason, inbounding the ball to number 21. A slight almost against the Patriots at its own. Cayman Lennox picking up number 2. Number 1 from the three-point line in the corner. Handed number 33. Handed out to number 2. Number 2 with the three-point shot, and that's a 3 from number 2, Lee Summit, Alex Benessi. And Cameron Robbins at half court, handing it off to Cayman Lennox. Cayman Lennox crossing half court at the Truman T. Covered by number 1. Now it's handed off to Sam Billimon. Sam Billimon covered by number 21 by Kemp. Number 1 stealing the ball. Number 1 going up, and that's going to be a miss by number 1. Cayman Lennox with the ball. Cayman not quite getting it to Maceo. Maceo driving in, handing it back off to Cayman. Cayman with a great left-handed finish at the rim.
That was impressive. That was impressive to go from one end, you get the ball stolen from you, and then finding your way all the way back to the other side.
And number 1 with the ball, guarded by Cameron Robbins. Nowhere to go so far. Handed out to number 11. Number 11 looking for a pass. Faked shot. Handed to number 21. Number 21 driving to the top of the key. He's going to pull up. And no, number 2 with the ball. Nowhere to go. Guarded by Sam Billimon. Number 33 covered by Jaleel Phillips. Number 33 driving in on Jaleel. Tries to do a post move, and that's going to be a travel on number 33. 33, my bad.
That continues to be the bugaboo so far this game for Lee Summit is turnovers. Turnovers.
Exactly.
And Truman's been able to capitalize. That's why they've got a 5-point lead right now.
Exactly, though. Truman would like to have a little bit more of a lead. Fake the pass. Jaleel with the ball at the top of the three-point line. Handed to Maceo. Maceo driving in. Dropped off to Cayman. Cayman with a great finish at the rim. And that's going to be Cayman's 14th points, but it feels like he's got a lot more right now.
And let's give Maceo some love on that play right there. The pass, driving, finding the open man.
Number 1 with the ball. Nowhere to go. Knocked out by Cameron Robbins. Number 2 inbounding ball. Number 1 trying to shake free. Cayman on the ball. Number 21 with the three-point shot, and that's another 3 to go down for Lee Summit. It looks like they're on a roll from 3, and it's getting chippy there with number 1 and Cayman right now. Cameron Robbins driving the ball, driving to the right, driving into the lane, pass off to Sam Billimon, no finish, handed out to Jaleel Robbins. Jaleel driving in, and a great finish by Jaleel Phillips. Wonderful finish right there. Number 21 with the ball at the corner, handed off to number 1, driving in on number 11 on Maceo, and that's going to be a foul on Maceo Muanu.
Second half has picked up the pace. Both teams really looking much better, executing their sets on offense. It seems like both teams have the goal of attacking the rim to start this half.
Exactly, and a quick comeback so far is, Lee Summit is going to be at, and that's going to be a fall, and looks like number 21, the leading scorer on Lee Summit is down, and that's a scary thought if you're the Lee Summit coach. What are you thinking right now?
Well, you're hoping that he's not hurt. He's been one of the more effective offensive players. He's got a really pretty shot from outside. I think he's been one of the key cogs in helping this comeback.
Yeah, Cameron Robbins up top of the... Not quite anywhere to go. And that's going to be a foul on number 2, 21 on number 1, I guess. I'm not quite sure who the foul was on or to on that one, unfortunately. Cameron Robbins inbounding the ball. Inbounded to Maceo. Surprised there's no foul there, or there for that matter. Number 21 driving the ball. Pass off number 11. Number 11, and a wonderful block by Camion Lennox. What a knockaway, and that's just an insane athletic play.
I think that was Sam Billimon actually coming in from the back get that.
And unfortunately, a score immediately, and a foul by Sam Billimon.
I believe that's Billimon's third, so he's starting to really get into some foul trouble here.
Exactly, and whoever swatted that ball will have to look at the replay. It's just an insanely good swat.
There's several people there. It's really good defense from Truman. Unfortunately, they didn't finish the play.
And number 21 on the line, and that's going to go in. And a steal by number 10 on Cameron. And that's number 21 from the 3. Driving in, nowhere to go. Stopped by Maceo. Maceo stealing the ball. Maceo driving. Maceo not able to finish the fast break play. Maceo trying to steal the ball again. Gets it again. Handed Jaleel Phillips. And that's a travel on Maceo Muanu. Briggs not happy with this.
That was a wild set there. Both teams probably need to calm down just a little bit. Some really kind of lazy passing, struggles to finish there. Both teams need to calm down and get the game back a little more under control.
And 38-37, Truman Patriots. And number 11 with the ball in the post, and a block by Jaleel Phillips, and a unfortunate turn of events, not quite able to keep the ball. Wrangled in once again by Lee Summit. Number 22, Cayman Lennox with the ball at the wing. And number 2 attempting to run at the ball. Not quite sure. It looks like there was a foul. There was a
20-second timeout.
20-second timeout. And we'll be right back, folks. And welcome back, folks, to the THS Media Production event of the Truman High School Patriots game. Handing to Cameron off the rebound. Going around the 3 at the half point, dribbling a little bit. And looks like he's going to pass it off to Jaleel Phillips, and it's going to be a foul on number 11. Jaleel Phillips not quite being able to finish that. Not sure what he wanted to do with the ball there.
Lots of confusion, a little hesitation. That'll get you a foul.
And that's going to be number 11's third foul as well. They're going to be taking him out of the game shortly.
I think we're going to see this a lot this half. A lot of guys getting in foul trouble. At some point, both teams are just going to have to play guys in foul trouble.
I mean, it's one of those games where it's just extremely chippy anyways, and there's not quite anywhere to go. I mean, at this point, it looks like we are at 28 fouls on the game between the two teams, 26 for Truman and 22 for your Lee Summit Tigers. Number 2, crossing Craft Court with the ball. Picked up by Cameron Robbins. Nowhere to go. Passed out to number 21. Number 21 passing number 33 at the top of the three-point line. Driving into the lane in the post against Jaleel Phillips. Nowhere to go, and up and in, and what a wonderful shot by number 33.
That was a really good move inside.
It was. Cayman Lennox with a quick drive and a quick bucket, once again shaving no time off of that clock.
He's kind of mastered that, just like the quick answer right after a score.
Exactly, and a fight over the ball at the top of the three-point line. Cayman Lennox picking up number 10, Damian Wilson. Number 32 trying to shake free. A quick spin move, a great 3, and a steal, and a wonderful spin move by Cameron Robbins. Cameron driving in the lane, driving into someone, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to be a foul on number 2, Alex Benassi.
I think Truman will take it, but it was pretty clear Cameron was trying to lean in and get that call.
Exactly. And that's going to be number 2 on Benassi here. And Truman going with almost an entirely new squad at the moment.
Well, remember, the last time they went to the bench, there was a lot of energy. I think they extended the lead by almost 8 points with the bench in, so they're hoping for that same kind of energy this time around.
Exactly. And then it's going to be Cayman Lennox inbounding the ball. Some confusion, not quite sure what it's over. All right, and in play. Rooney with the ball, handing off to Max Black at the top of the key. And Carter Brown not quite getting stolen by number 10, but a great tip by number 2. Up to number 21, driving into the lane on Max Black. Passed out to number 33. And a fight over the ball. Carter Brown up with the ball. Handed off to Rooney, number 23. Handed to Cayman Lennox from a bounce pass. Crossing half court, driving into the lane. And Cayman with a great athletic finish. Not quite able to finish the ball. And that's going to be a charge on Cayman. Number 10 able to pick that up.
Up and down, up and down. This game's been going back and forth in transition. You would think it'd be a little more high scoring with the way
and
it's
Caleb
moving.
Allen with a tip right out again. And that's exactly what you're expecting to see out of Caleb Allen. He's going to be attempting to get those balls even off an inbounds. He's not going to stop at any point. Number 10 running around. Multiple people trying to get free. Carter Brown fouling number 10. Carter Brown, not quite sure what it is, a frustration, a 2-point attempt by Carter Brown on his own goal.
Both teams showing a little bit of frustration here as the whistles start picking back up again.
Yes, and the entire 5-man roster on the floor right now for Truman has 2 fouls apiece. Number 2, Benassi with the ball. He has 3 fouls on him. Driving in the lane is Benassi. Benassi with a great finish and a great shove off of Caleb Allen. Cayman Lennox with the ball at the corner, driving in, great under, and that's going to be a no shot because the foul was on the ground.
That's where you wish you were in the NBA with the little continuation there.
And that's going to be Benassi's 4th foul.
It's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, they're probably going to have to take him out for now. It'll be interesting to see how quick they come back. With only 1 foul left, he's been so good for him, a very key factor.
Exactly. And it's going to be 43-41 Lee Summit. Handed off to Cayman. Cayman driving in. Cayman with an attempt at a shot, and a shot from 3 from Max Black, and that is a clutch 3-pointer by Max Black right there. He's going to go ahead and hit that and be able to sound that all night. It's his first one of the game. He is 1 for 2 from 3. Handed off, Cayman Lennox with a steal. Cayman Lennox with a drive. Cayman Lennox with a jam! And what a wonderful way to cap off that with Cayman Lennox. What a wonderful 2-hand flush right on top of the head of number 21, Kemp.
Crowd was waiting for that one.
Kemp with a 3. That's in and out. Cayman Lennox with the ball. Driving in. Handed off to Carter Brown. Carter Brown passing it out, and it's basically handed to number 10. Number 32 with the ball. Handed off to number 21, who's driving in on Rooney, and no go. It's going to be off the front iron. Cayman Lennox with the ball once again, driving up, crossing half court. Handed off to Rooney. Rooney from 3. And that's going to be an air ball from Rooney Hernandez, and that's very unusual. He's the perfect stretch 5 for us most of the time.
Seems to be lacking a little bit of confidence in this game. Hopefully, if he hits some of those, he'll get that confidence back.
And Cameron Robbins in for CB1. 46-43, Truman Patriots. Nowhere to go. Number 23 with the ball. Handed off to number 32. 32 driving across half court. Looking for options. Hands out to 23. Handed Max Black. And the shot over Cameron, number 45. And that's going to be Bud Crawford. Cameron passing it back out to Max Black. Max Black from 3, and that's going to go in and out once again. It's going to be off back iron. And that's going to make Max 1 for 3 on the night. The pass over to number 10, and he's out of bounds. And this is a bit of a, once again, a chippy game. I mean, 8 fouls in the quarter so far. That's going to bring the total of fouls up to 32 on the game thus far. fastly approaching the estimated 48 after halftime. Came in with the ball, approaching half court at the Truman T. Crossing to the right, handed back off to Max Black. Max Black handing it to Caleb Allen. Caleb Allen driving in. Caleb with a step back, not quite anywhere to go. He's going to hand off to Cayman Lennox. Cayman Lennox at the top, right up by the half court again. Cayman starting to drive in and passing off to Jaleel Phillips. Jaleel not quite getting it. And the rebound by number 32. Number 10 driving up the court. He's going into the lane. Drives in on Cameron Robbins. And that's an easy path to the basket. And it's stolen by number 23. And that's going to be a foul on number 12, Caleb Allen, on number 23. And this is just not what you want to see. Another steal off the inbounds from Lee Summit Tigers.
If Truman does not get a win in this game, they're going to have to look back at these mistakes, some lazy inbounds passes, blown layups. They've kind of been shooting themselves in the foot a little bit.
And that's going to be the 5th foul on the Truman Patriots this quarter. And that is Cayman's 2nd foul. That one's going to go in to make it 47-46, Lee Summit. Austin Robb, and that's going to be 2 for 2 from the line. Cameron Robbins with the ball. Picked up once again by Austin Robb. That's Robb with 2 Bs, folks. And Cameron going to run out the clock a little bit. Driving just a little bit. Not quite going to drive in yet. 3, 2. Handed Jaleel. Jaleel Cayman. Oh, and it's going to go in and out. And Lee Summit leads by 3 for a score of 49-46.
The name of this game, turnovers. Lots of turnovers. A lot of easy missed buckets. It's been a lot of sloppy play, but we got a close game in the 4th.
Exactly, and thus far it's been a frustrating game. I mean, Cayman leading the game with scoring at 18 points so far, and just no one really able to catch up to him and match him on the Truman side.
And you have to hope that they find a little bit of balance here in the 4th quarter. They've shown through the first 2 quarters that they could really take control of a game. Want to see that again here in the 4th quarter. We're going to take a brief break and then we'll be right back.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Truman Patriots edition of Truman Patriots versus Lee Summit Tigers. Cayman Lennox with the ball. Just kind of dribbling out, handed off to Jaleel Phillips. Jaleel Phillips in the post. Jaleel backing back out to the 3. Handed to Maceo. Maceo driving in, handed off to Cayman Lennox. Cayman Lennox driving in, and a jumper, and just an awkward finish, but a great shot. There's going to be a foul on number 32.
Go to the free throw line, try to earn 2 there. It's a good way to work your way back.
Exactly. I mean, take what you can. It would have been great to have that 3-point conversion, but it just looks like it's not going to quite come there. And Cayman taking a shot. That's going to be rattling around and not going in. That's not what you want to see. I mean, Truman shooting a very inefficient free throw percentage right now. Not quite sure what it is, but it's quite low. And Cayman made his second one. He goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 23 picked up by number 11, Cameron Robbins. Sam Bellamont picking up number 21 as he starts across court. And Kemp trying to find alleys. Doesn't quite find anywhere. Goes to number 32. 32 trying to get to number 45. Number 10 with the ball. Picked up by Cameron Robbins. Cameron Robbins hassling him just a little bit. 23 trying to get away through. Number 10 driving in. 21 with the ball. Posting up, and that's going to be off the back iron. Number 21 always attempting to get those threes. And that's out of bounds off Sam Bellamont. And Lee Summit quite excited about that one, as that's going to be going their way.
have to respect the fight there. He really went after that and won that ball for Lee Summit.
And Briggs quite animated with his reaction about that one. Number 23 trying to get free off the screen by number 45. Number 23 covered by Robbins. That's out of bounds on number 4. That's a pushing foul on Jaleel Phillips. Not quite sure what that really was when they were just fighting for the ball.
They just have to be careful in the paint. They know that they're going to blow the whistle.
That's a 6th foul on the Truman Patriots right now. They're securely in the bonus. No, not quite. They will be in the bonus with one more. Maceo being able to tip it right back out of bounds.
Quick hands on D.
And Maceo is just one of the better defenders we have in this game right now. Number 23 the ball, not going anywhere. 32 off the reset. Top of the 3, handed to number 23. 23 driving in, trying to get it over Cameron Robbins, and Cameron Robbins with his 2nd foul of the night.
They're going to call that every time tonight. They just
3rd
can't
foul of
reach.
the night. My bad, folks. Cameron is on his 3rd foul of the night, and it's just, once again, I mean, you have so many Truman players getting all these fouls. I mean, 7 fouls in this quarter, or in this half alone, bringing their total up to 31 fouls as a team. First free throw in, and second free throw missing. Number 45 with the rebound, not quite getting it. Jaleel Phillips coming up with the ball, handing it off to Cayman Lennox. Cayman Lennox driving up half court, crossing the Truman T. Good screen by Jaleel Phillips. A great shot and a great make by Cayman Lennox with a wonderful 2-step pull-up. Cayman Lennox guarding number 10 at the top. Hand number 23. Number 45 with the ball. Maceo trying to get to it. Maceo not quite getting it, and it's out of bounds off of number 45. Somehow.
That's an interesting call.
Looked like Maceo might have touched the ball, but unfortunately they're not aware we're recording, so it's still going to be off of him. No review.
The only thing consistent so far is inconsistency.
Exactly. And pass to Jaleel Phillips. Jaleel Phillips not able to do anything with it. Hand it back out to Cayman, and it's out of bounds off of number 32. Truman ball. 32 getting frustrated. Max Black coming in for Jaleel Phillips. I think that might be a frustration pull, as Jaleel just didn't convert there as he had wanted him to. Cameron for 3. Cayman, my bad. Cayman with the 3-pointer. And that's going to be Cayman's total up to 24 points, leading the Truman by leaps and bounds. They would be nothing without him at the moment.
Cayman just refusing to go down.
Exactly. Number 11 driving in on Max Black. Number 35. Rooney not quite able to get the ball, and there's going to be a foul on it's going to be on, I want to say that's on Rooney Hernandez, a pushing foul. And that's going to be Rooney's 3rd foul as well. The only Truman player with under 2 fouls at this moment is going to be number 35, Max Black. Crazy. A big man with the least amount of fouls in this game.
But he does play a lot on the perimeter, which kind of helps a little bit.
Number 21, Kemp, able to convert. 52-51, Patriots. Number 21, Kemp at the line for a 2nd free throw attempt in this chippy game. And that's going to be in and out. Maceo Muanu with the rebounds. Rooney Hernandez getting the ball, handing it to Cameron Robbins. Maceo attempting to drive in. He's going to go ahead and hesitate. Maceo out the 3-point line. He's going to dump off to Cameron. Cameron's not going to do anything with it. He's going to be backing up just a little bit, looking for the perfect shot. Handed to Cayman. Cayman trying to decide where to go to it, driving in. Cayman nowhere to go. Cayman with a turnaround jumper, and that's going to be a perfect turnaround fadeaway. Once again, another Kobe-esque play by Cayman Lennox.
Kobe is getting channeled by Cayman right now.
And that's going to be Max Black in the post on number 11. And a block and a foul. A late foul on number...
Very late whistle. Looks clean.
And Max Black very frustrated right now. Very emotional and very open with his emotion at the moment.
Had to get everyone with 2 fouls.
That is everyone with at least 2 fouls on Truman. You are correct. And that is Truman's 33rd foul of the game. And so you're taking out 3 fouls for 3 fouls, putting back in Jaleel Phillips for Max Black. (54-51) Truman. The shot is up, and it's going to be off the backboard. Rooney Hernandez with the rebound. Cameron Robbins going to go ahead and dribble it in. Crossing half court. He's going to pull up, do a few moves with it. Not quite looking for his advantage. Screened by Jaleel Phillips. Cameron passing it off to Jaleel once again. Jaleel going to go ahead and hand it off to Kamen. Kamen at the volleyball line. Jaleel with the screen. Kamen once again driving in. And a floater not going to go in. Jaleel Phillips with the rebound. He's going to pass it out to Maceo. Maceo going to pass it to Rooney. Rooney's going to pass it to Kamen. Kamen's going to take another 3-point shot. And that's another 3 by Kamen Lennox.
Kamen is going nuts.
Kamen is up to 29 points on the game thus far. And there's a timeout by Lee Summit Tigers. 57-51, your Truman Patriots.
As Dickie V would say, they need a TO, baby. They need a TO. 57-51. Nice run from Lennox right there. Made a couple buckets in a row. Let's take a quick break and we'll come right back.
And welcome back once again to your Truman Patriots THS media presentation of the Truman Patriots versus Lee Summit West varsity basketball game. Number 2 trying to inbound the ball. Inbounds it to number 21. Kamen Lennox slipping quite a little bit. My bad. Number 2 with the ball. Guarded by Maceo. Screen set by number 33. Not going anywhere. 32 passing it to number 2 once again. Number 2 in the wing. No, number 2 with the 3. And that's going to be off the end, just a little bit too much on that. Cameron Robbins picking up the rebound once again. Cameron trying to figure it out a little bit. Working his man. Guarded by number 10. Rooney, 23 on the corner. Rooney passing it in to Maceo. Maceo just not communication right there. He's going to pass it off. Number 33 blocked by Rooney Hernandez. And Rooney with a wonderful defensive stop to back up that steal that he allowed through. And a frustration high five there from Rooney. Rooney quickly being able to take back what he did. Number 33 hands off to number 2. Number 2 from the wing. Number 2 driving in. And it's going to be blocked by Maceo Billimon. Oh, no, it's going to be out of bounds by number 2. Nope, it'll be blocked by Maceo Billimon once again. Sorry, not Maceo Billimon. Maceo Milano.
Blocks there for Truman playing some defense.
Number 21 with...
Doesn't matter, though.
Once again, not being quite able to do anything with it. Came in with the ball. Timeout by Truman Patriots.
And it's a full timeout, so we will take a quick break.
And welcome back to your Truman Patriots production of the THS Patriots versus the Lee Summit High School Tigers. Rooney Hernandez with the ball, passing into Maceo Muanu. He's going to pass it back to Julio Phillips. Going to be sold by number 10. Number 10 driving in. Cameron Robbins on the block. And Cameron Robbins with the third block of the quarter in the last 2 minutes.
Unreal block. The little man getting up.
And Cameron Robbins, a lot of people don't know this, actually with a 37-inch vertical already at 18.
All 37 of them there.
Cameron Robbins trying to take the charge. And a charge taken by Cameron Robbins. 2 defensive powerhouse moves by the little man.
That was the Robbins possession.
Very much so. I'm having flashbacks to Robbins blocking LeBron and Yao Ming. Cameron got to cross half court with it at the Truman tee. Heads it up to Maceo. Kamen trying to work his way through. Maceo with a drive. Handed off to Rooney. Rooney trying to corral it in. Hands it to Kamen Lennox. Kamen Lennox with the ball. Guarded by number 21. Tries to drive in. Doesn't go anywhere. Slips out of his hands. Number 32 with the ball. Number 2 at the wing. Shoots the 3. And that's going to go in. That's going to bring it up to 57-56. Truman ball.
1-point game.
Maceo with the ball. Hands to Julio Phillips. Back to Maceo. Rooney with the ball. Rooney taking the deep 3. That's going to rattle in and out. Julio with the ball. Maceo with the ball. It's going to be timeout on Patriots.
Rooney launched that one from Chrisman.
He did. And I guess it was a heat check for a guy that hasn't really had much luck from three-point line. He needs to really look at trying to drive in and try to get a little bit more of those, see the ball go through the net once or twice.
Good thing for them, though, is Phillips gets a long rebound. They keep possession. 1-point game, 2:25 to go. We're going to take a quick break.
And welcome back to the game, folks. Cameron Robbins with the ball, passed in by Maceo Muanu. Cameron Robbins passing it back to Maceo. Maceo driving around on the three-point line, handing it to Jaleel. Jaleel with the ball, tries to do a quick spin move, handed to Kamen. Kamen with the ball, and a backcourt violation on Kamen Lennox. And not quite.
Briggs throwing his clipboard in disgust.
And as Briggs is complaining, it looks like there was a push out of bounds onto Kamen, and Briggs is just livid right now with the referees. Number 32 with the ball at the corner. Number 2 trying to catch himself free. 21 with the ball. Nope, number 32 just the same. Number 2, not quite there. Number 32 trying to dump it off. Number 33 with the ball in the post against Jaleel Phillips. Number 21 with the ball. Stolen by Maceo. Maceo with a fast break. Maceo with the jam! And it looks like he did a little bit of a Vince Carter Rev in celebration.
That's bringing the house down.
And it looks like his head was getting close to the rim on that. He got up there. And a block by Kamen Lennox. Corralled by number 21. That's going to be a foul on.
He's down. He's down. Lennox is down after the block. It looked like he landed on someone's foot.
And Kamen with 29 points so far. This is not what you want to see. He is the heart and soul of the Patriots.
All right, we are going to take a quick break and hope that Kamen gets up okay here.
And welcome back, folks. Looks like Cayman Lennox should be okay. Looks like he mainly just had the wind knocked out of him. But that was a scary turn of events. Cayman Lennox going down. I mean, 29 points so far in the game. He's just been going off, and after such a great block, it's scary to see someone like that go down.
Looks like the trainers are working on him.
And the rebound by Julio Phillips. Handed off to Cameron Robbins. Cameron driving up. Let's see what the Truman Patriots are able to do without Cayman Lennox on their roster. Maceo handing it to Rooney. Rooney handing it back to Maceo. Looks like Cayman is going to be coming back in the game.
That's a good sign.
And a wild pass to Carter Brown by Rooney. Rooney looks like he's going to be taken out.
And he was a little more scared than hurt. Sometimes you feel like maybe you got really hurt.
Exactly, and that was a scary look from Cayman Lennox, and
it looked like it was an awkward landing. Maybe it wasn't his foot. Maybe he landed on his back, and that can be a little frightening right there.
Exactly. I mean,
it's a 2-point game with 59.2 seconds to go. It is Truman basketball here, and we're going to go to a quick break.
And welcome back, folks, to the Truman Patriots versus the Lee Summit Tigers varsity basketball game. Cayman Lennox inbounding the ball to Carter Brown. Carter Brown with the ball in the corner. Dribbling, looking for options. Not finding any. Dribbling some more. Driving around the three-point line. Passing it to Maceo. Maceo with the ball, double team. Carter Brown with the ball. Handing it to Jaleel. Jaleel handing it back to Maceo. Maceo driving around, driving into the lanes. Maceo. And Maceo's going to chunk the ball, but it's a no shot because of a foul on the inbounds.
Foul before the shot.
And that was about to be an insane dunk right there, but just canceled.
Smart foul, though, by Lee Summit, knowing that he had that lane open.
Exactly. And Maceo's not going to connect to that. And only getting one as they're in the penalty. Clock ticking down, about 30 seconds left in this quarter in the game. 57-59. Lee Summit needs a shot here and timeout. And that would have gone in. Lee Summit with the timeout. 27 seconds left. 59-57 Truman Patriots.
Smart timeout there. Didn't look like they had much set up. So they're going to go draw something up. Less than 30. 2-point game. We'll be back after this.
And welcome back, folks. Lee Summit with the ball. Trying to get it into anyone. Number 32 with the ball. Clock ticking down. 26 seconds left. Driving in is number 32. Going to be driving in and it's going to be out. It's going to be grabbed by Maceo. Handed off to Cayman Lennox. Cayman Lennox off to the races. He's going to try to avoid the foul. Not quite. And Cayman Lennox is going to be going to the line. Let's see if he can possibly seal the deal here.
Well, it comes down to this. If they hit their free throws, this one is pretty much in the bag.
And it's only fitting that Kamen be taking those shots. Kamen Lennox with the ball up. And that's in.
That's 30 on the night for Lennox.
Kamen Lennox outscoring the rest of his team. That's going to be in and out.
Still a chance. 3-point game.
A three-pointer ties it. Number 2 with the ball. Number 2 running into his teammate, driving into the lane, and it's going to be off the glass, blocked by Kamen Lennox. He's going to foul Jaleel Phillips. 3.6 seconds to go. Jaleel Phillips going to the line.
One free throw probably seals their fate in this one.
And what a clutch block right there by Kamen.
Unbelievable finish.
Kamen is out here doing things that we had no imagination he would do in this game. I mean, he has now scored half of his team's points.
He has been in that zone from the moment tip started.
Exactly. I mean, it's almost as if he's channeling Kobe in this game. The rest of the team in the backcourt ready to defend if the time comes. Finding their assignments. Jaleel Phillips up with for the free throw shot. That's in.
Huge free throw. Makes it a 2-possession game with 3.6 seconds to go.
That's going to be 6 points for Jaleel so far in the game. 1 for 2 so far. 1 for 1. Shooting up his last 3. And that ices it. Almost no way that they're going to be able to put up a shot. And the last second buzzer beater. In and out. And that's going to be the game, folks.
That is game.
Your Truman High School Patriots on top with 62-57.
Huge win for Truman. An ugly game. Good teams, though, win those type of games.
Exactly, and that's exactly the sort of thing that they're going to have to remember that they can do when it comes playoff time.
All right, thanks for joining us.
I'm Aaron Renshaw.
And I'm Garrett Gordon. We'll see you next time.